All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Oshi no Ko, Season 3, Episode 4.
Brother, what are you talking about?
Yeah, y'all, this is only Episode 4. We're 3 episodes in, and this is how much Season 3 has given us already.
Yeah, I gotta say,
wow.
I loved this arc. I like how nice and concise it was. It brought in a new element of show business and everything. It even gave us a corporate apology.
Yeah,
and actually, why is it that in fiction the corporate apology is
better than 90% of the apologies out there?
Right.
Because the other ones out here aren't apologies.
No,
they just aren't. You will never hear them say, "We're sorry."
We're sorry you feel that way.
No, not even that. No. You deserve better. That's all.
There we go.
Not we're sorry.
You deserve better. We're not going to give it to you, and we
don't
at all feel bad.
It's
about
you're right. We do deserve better, but we're gonna go somewhere else for that then. Yeah. But wow. Okay. This is where we're at.
Yep.
We have some fun characters in the background just kind of hovering, it feels like.
Right.
And I'm excited for Bikomachi's rise through things like this, which I'm assuming that's going to be something that gets brought up, because Kana was brought in for this.
She was brought in for the interview, and Ruby, did a great job shining bright like a star.
Yeah.
So, I am very curious to see, because I feel like now that we got that first arc done, everything actually went very well in that first arc, all things considered.
All things considered. Yeah.
But we've got a very ominous OP.
Right.
So
and it's almost got 2 or 3 parts to it.
Exactly.
Where it gets more scary the later
more
it
bad,
gets.
much worse. So I feel like these next couple arcs are going to be where it really goes down.
Yeah, so y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
仕込みって何? 私が目論んだことだとでも言うの? こんなの全部計算づくでできるわけないじゃん。神様でもあるまい。
I didn't call you a god, your words.
そうだね。兄弟のよしみで教えて。
Oh shit.
Okay.
You want to brag a little bit?
Alright.
俺のアイディア。
あれすごく効果的だったよね。あの時みんなアクアとマリちゃんで注文してた。
なんでそんな。
Why not?
人に言われたの。
Yeah, why not?
AD に優しくしろ。そいつは未来のディレクターだからって。私はすぐにでももっとビッグにならなきゃいけないの。お礼をしてくれるって言うなら、漆原さんの企画で私をどんどん使ってください。落とすなら AD じゃなくて直接 D を落とせばいいんだよ。
Oh,
damn.
メイヤさんって前から今回みたいなこと何度かやってるの。
Oh,
okay.
それを SNS に晒し上げてファンに攻撃させて。
Oh.
じゃなかったのか。
違うよ。私口が軽い人嫌いだし。それと。
Wow.
人に安全圏から石を投げて。
For fun. Yeah.
たまたま街で会った同級生との写真アップされて勝手にできてることにされてさ。みんな一方的な情報を信じてひどいストーリーを作り上げて。
Well, that's also more the issue with them, the idol culture and stuff that they're participating in.
These things are not the same.
No.
南だって数字のいい番組に出れた。漆原さんもなんか改心したっぽいし。
Well.
なんでそんな顔するの?
I don't think it's he looks disappointed.
Ended up well does not mean no one was hurt.
そうやって人を利用したりするの、お前が一番嫌ってることだと思ってた。他人にも自分にも嘘をつかず、お前が目指したアイドルはそんななのか。
But she wasn't popular at the end of season 1, so.
ねえアクア。
Oh, here we go.
嘘つきだったじゃん。
Here we go.
無理なんだよ。綺麗にまっすぐこの世界で売れるなんて。
Okay, privacy is not lying, but.
見てて。すぐ売れてみせるから。
Well, no, going on interviews and saying I don't have,
Oh, sure.
a boyfriend or anything like that.
Right, but.
Right. No one's entitled to that information, but what she's basically saying is that, those kind of lies are what people sell to make idols seem...
Yeah.
Not seem. No, that's what makes them popular in this culture.
Right.
その中の申請書を
B 小町の星野ルビーが獲得した。
Wow.
彼女が注目されたきっかけは深掘れワンチャン。
And from
半
there,
年
she
前の
blew
コス
up.
プレイヤー炎上の際に当番組を見たという人も
And this voice narrating here.
YouTuber グループとしても人気が高い。
Almost a million
半
subs.
年前は30万人だった登録者数も
Triple that number.
B 小町、愛の奪われた夢を私たちが叶えます。
Whoa.
B 小町は必ずドームに立ちます。
Whoa. That's a really...
なんだかすごいことになっちゃったね。
Her star is
Too
a bit bright,
ル
yeah.
ックスでしょ。大手でデビューしてたらもっと売れるの早かったわよ。
Not gonna say it out loud. We're holding her back.
すごいよね。あっという間に私のチャンネル登録者数が抜いて。
Yeah.
今までの努力って何だったのかと思えちゃうよ。
Are you getting like a cut from this in some ways? Like...
今日の撮影どうしよっか。ルビー番組の収録で遅いらしいけど。
Oh, they do a video without her and then there's no
あの子が出な
views.
い企画。
Oh, shit. You gotta shoot a bunch in advance then.
もうてんてこまいよ。いっぺんに多方面からいろいろ言われすぎて頭パンクしそう。
Whoa.
Oh shit.
吉住くん入れて本当によかったわ。
Oh,
cool.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
制作会社の AD だった
Whoa.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Love it.
あいつの一言
She
で
got him,
今の
yeah.
職業を辞められるほどに。
できればルビーの現場には私が出たいんだ。
Yeah, but somebody needs to be on the back end here.
Yeah.
イチゴがいなくなって仕方なしに業務を引き継いで、こういう時に自力が出て
It's like those sleepless editing nights. Remember those?
大してコネも経験もないから舐められてるのよ。せっかくうちの事務所からスターが生まれそうだっていう
Ah, now she's the one to say it. Okay.
誰かの意志を感じるくらいになんかいいだけ。
Oh, he cut his hair.
ルビーが休日のたびに行き先も言わず消えるからな。こっそり後をつけ
Yep.
また妙なシスコに育ったもんだ。
Good. Call him out about that.
愛が死んだ後
Partially right.
都さんに押し付けて消えたあんたを許す気はない。
Bro, that was adult comp. Yeah, but if you're gonna be
立
involved,
つはずだった
Yeah, be involved
あ
fully.
の場所に。
yeah, eat your humble pie and come back and apologize.
Right.
もう一度アイドルをプロ
She
デュースして
genuinely might actually be willing to take his help.
Yeah.
確かに
Oh,
俺はルビーの活
No.
動に協力してる。コネはそれなりにあるからな。
then what are
だ
you
けど
doing
それはあ
then?
れだ。俺も宮古に対して申し訳ない気持ちもあるからやってることだ。
Well,
Isn't that literally clinging
Yeah.
on?
俺にはやることがある。
Which part?
宮古を
Which
巻き込
is?
むわけにはいかない。
Oh, is he also
Searching
looking
for the
into
killer?
it? No
Yeah.
way. No
oh
way.
shit.
こ
Oh,
んな目に
Oh, okay.
wait, we could have a trio here.
事務
Yeah.
所の社長だろ。
Ruby Aqua and him all like trying to figure it out.
No, yeah, just because he's her agent doesn't mean he didn't also really care about her.
Oh,
Like, especially if someone is a gigastar like that, you know that that's going to be the client that takes up most of his
母
time.
親だったかもしれないけどな。俺にとって
yeah, she was. Yeah, damn.
Yep.
Oh, and I don't sense any duplicity in what he's saying. I
No.
think he was.
もう一人の犯人は愛の身近な人物。愛のいた世界に入ることで答えに近づけると思う。
And you just got lost along the way. You had to put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he'll say this, and then this guy
愛
can.
を殺した男はもうこの世
Uh
に
huh. Yeah.
Right.
俺と遺伝子的に同じ父親を持つ人だ。
Okay. 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 Wait.
すで
Wait.
に
Wait.
個人だ。
Oh,
And
is
he
this guy
points
gonna
out the-
debunk that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh no!
お前な、何言ってんだよ。上原清十郎が愛を殺した犯人？そんなわけねえだろ。彼が死んだのは引っ越しの
Oh shit.
Not even going into the other side of things with the DNA.
母親が夫とは別の男と子供を作っ
Uh huh.
Yep.
Uh huh.
そもそも犯人が父親だという確証
Yeah.
事務所に住所を漏らした奴がいる可能性だってあるだろう。終わってねえだろう。
Yep. There's so many other angles.
I'm
surprised you missed this.
Yeah.
そ れは勘違いだよ、イチゴさん。
Oh shit.
あんたの話には決定的に
Such as?
あるはずなんだよ、どこかに。
Oh, the star's about to come out. You gotta.
終わったはずなんだ。
Yeah.
そうだろう。だって
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, but too late.
Well, shit.
They could have had the fish line go taut right there. Just like,
No,
Okay.
that's showing that it's just a thread of his sanity, like
Yeah, yeah.
like holding on.
ちゃんと付き合うことにした。
You have an umbrella. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Oh, this is so soapy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
違う、そんなはずがない。もう全部終わったんだ。
You still don't have to pick it up.
Right.
You don't have to pick it up.
よかったね。また始められるよ。
Oh, fuck.
No. Oh no.
愛を殺した男を今度こそ見つけ出して、この世で可能な限界まで苦し。
God damn, that's so good.
愛を見殺しにした僕がのうのうと生きていていいはずがない。
これは罰だ。報いな。
You let both of these two die. You don't have to hold on to that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got a clear head.
Oh my god,
You can
this is
choose
so
whether or
well
not to pick it
done.
愛の受けた苦しみ。
Ah!
Oh. I'm sorry, Kana.
私嫌われるようなことした。
And the
Fuck.
similarities.
No.
Come on.
No, 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 no. Go give her the umbrella. Go give her the umbrella. Oh shit.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's fun.
In some ways that kind of pain might give her a clean break.
And now,
But that's gonna hit B Komachi hard.
今大丈夫だった？
no.
そうか。明日は日本映画賞。
Oh right, real life,
Yeah.
work, all that stuff.
While he's sitting there just like how I died.
よかったらその夜会わない？打ち上げとかで深夜になっちゃうけど、
No.
あれ舞台の衣装も結構。
悪い。
そうなんだ。
Damn.
わかった。
You were so right,
しんどかった
Jacob.
らいつでも頼っていいからね。
ありがと
I didn't think about the very simple thing of like Ichigo is basically like already gone through all that stuff there.
今はお母さんの復讐から解放されて、少しずつ罪悪感が薄れている。
But this does feel similar to that. Yeah.
願わずにはいられない。このまま何も気づかずにずっと。
Dang, Akane could be like
Oh yeah.
the character to save all this.
Yeah, baby. But also,
新人俳優賞受賞
She won. Yep.
オクオくん
No way.
oh no!
What? Yes, let's just ignore whatever the demon was walking
right,
past
right.
us.
どこの人だろう。
ララライの OB だ。今は事務所立ち上げてな。
Oh, it's
That's
him.
him. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
無理にでもテレビに引っ張っていった社長の采配が功を奏したんです。
最初はどうなるかと思ったけどね。今勝ちに出てから表に出る時の顔つきが変わっ
That's such a weird way to say that.
I mean, I know he's been drinking a bit, but
Yeah.
talk about backhanded compliments.
人を騙す目、嘘を真実だと思わせる力、役者にとって最高の資質。
Because something in their soul believes exactly what
Right,
they're
right.
portraying.
さっきのバラをよこしたやつだ。当時はうちでも屈指の演技派だった。
Oh,
見
good.
たいです。映像ないんですか？
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
似ている。
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
でも仮に姫川大輝は父清十郎の実子ではなく他の男の子供であったとした。
Mm-hmm.
そして彼は愛の演技スタイルと非常によく似ている。
Oh.
愛がこの
Interesting.
人に直々に演技を。
Oh.
Oh, shit.
白いバラ。愛を視察したストーカーが持って
Oh.
白いバラ。
What?
私の中にいる再現した愛の感情が
Oh
ざわめいてい
my
た。
god.
この男なら愛が相手の男を明かさなかった理由にも合点がいく。
Holy shit. All right, we have a
彼
name.
は愛の妊娠当時15歳の中学生だった
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right, the train has
Left the station.
hit. I was gonna say a train, a second train has hit the mountainside. You know,
Oh, yeah.
A train has derailed from the station. This is bad because basically we were headed on a situation where Ruby was going to be going solo in this whole gig here,
Right.
and we had the reveal that. No, in fact, now we've got 3 people that might be on the hunt. One of them has never basically given up.
Right.
One might have just gone back to eating their vengeance shit.
Yep.
And the third is now just Ruby's like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So of course Ichigo's motivated to keep helping her in this regard.
Right.
He might even be able to. I don't know what conversations they've had. Maybe they've even talked about this a little bit.
And it's the hey.
I mean, I think they might have actually talked about it. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, and also I can see Ichigo doing it from the standpoint of, hey kid, you want revenge and all that stuff? That's fine. I should be the one to do it, not you. You've got a bright future ahead of you, all that stuff. Yeah, I'll help you with your career, all that stuff.
Right.
You
If you want to help me,
person.
I'll have you be my eyes and ears to go
Right.
and get deep in the industry, and I will help you get success in the industry.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we had a bunch of really punchy scenes, but let's just talk about the Ruby Aqua dynamic for starters here.
I like that the cliffhanger that we got from the previous episode was followed up on, and it wasn't
Fully.
like we still got that general tone, but let's actually talk about it. And yes, she is up for, like going into some of the details. And the idea that she's like, what? I got the idea from you. This is what you did. I just took it from your book, Oni-chan,
Yeah, and that's lightly true.
Yeah, there was definitely a
there's
lot
also
of
the part she's-
equivocating that Ruby was doing.
Right, because Ichigo gave her the help still in this regard. And she's omitting his assistance in this whole conversation here.
You're right. And the very, granted, Aqua's, the one being like, hey, what the fuck? How can you do this? But the level of, I've already thought about the justifications for this.
Yes.
Goes to show that she kind of knows that what she's doing is wrong under a particular lens, and so she has to change the lens.
Right. And I think most people who are in a form of self-delusion still basically pretend like they're the ones in control rather than the delusion taking over by basically saying, see, I see where the problem is. It's right over there. But I've localized it to this area and this type of things here, so I can control it. I can stop whenever I want. It's okay. Yeah, exactly. So they basically delegitimize the problem.
Right.
And that requires some level of logical justification that they have to jump through the hoops for to then go, now I don't think about that anymore, and then I move over here.
You can't equivocate, calling corporate bullshit out with rabid fans that then end up murdering somebody.
Yeah,
those are not the same thing.
That's the kind of thing that
that's the scary shit.
That's the scary shit
like
because one of the things that is really funny about the last episode was the idea that those people who are those whistleblowers and leakers. There's a place for them, but they're just as bad as the other side.
What
and it's
the
like,
fuck?
what? No. Chotamate kudasai.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk real quick about this here. The amount of equivocating she has for the two different situations is one thing. But I want to call out the whole idea that this is in some ways the industry firing back about you goddamn social media crowd mobbing, just good, hard-working industry professionals who are just trying to, put food on the table. No industry deserves to exist.
Yeah.
No industry deserves to exist. If the industry is built on the back of bullshit, then it should go slide into the shit river.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
And the idea of cancel culture or whatever. No, that's a fancy word to basically say really shit PR, and you should have been thinking about this. And free market is free market.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around
like,
and find out. And, and it don't work the way it used to. Yes, that's true. But you still have to convince people to buy your product. And it's a bit more complicated because they're not just going to be doing it based on the qualities of your product itself.
Yes,
right?
yes. If you are a shit human being doing shitty things to other people,
Like it's not that complicated.
That's not complicated at all.
If I have to choose someone who, routinely covers up sexual assault, right, and someone who doesn't, and who I'm going to, where I'm going to send my money, oh gee, take a guess, right?
It's not hard. Now, obviously, there's a lot of issues.
Sure.
And there's a lot of levels to issues.
But just because there's issues on both sides does not mean the two sides are equal.
Right.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure the person who was violently abused probably said some not nice things to their abuser at some point. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Common sense,
yeah,
right?
I don't know. Common sense isn't so common.
Sure.
Yes. But I just love that in a lot of ways. It's Ruby saying that. Mm-hmm. And I really love that, and I find it rather funny.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're the mangaka for this story here, if you heard an industry professional say this, you'd be like, that's bullshit. You immediately throw it out of the way. But I think the mangaka is being very clever here and snuck this line through with the young up-and-coming star who doesn't realize the absolute bullshit that she just spewed.
Yeah.
Because
it's getting her money.
Well, it's getting her money. Yes, exactly. But also, she's not thinking about it from the the morality or the ethics or even just the
base
net
level
benefit
comparison
to
is what she's
society
doing, yeah.
or what have you. She's just saying like, well, I am meant to monetize and gain success and infamy or fame and what have you, popularity through all this stuff anyways. Right. So if this is just the way things work, I don't have to really think too deeply about who's right and who's wrong or what have you. I'm just going to play good cards. I'm just going to play a good card game. Mm-hmm. And if you can't play the game, I guess you're just too dumb.
Right, and you'll call morality as your excuse for not getting good, basically.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
It is a wild rabbit trail to basically go down, and I almost want to acknowledge that the show is basically saying that's a trail we could go down, but that's not the show we're telling right now. But it
also kind of is.
Well,
right?
it is, but in a very specific, limited, not industry wide way.
Well, it's not the entire focus of the show because we have a concrete plot line of, oh, hey, there was a murderer and all that stuff, and they're still killing and all that, and we want vengeance, and we want to catch them and all that. And so, and so we have that as well. And then, oh, hey, it is informed. It has the colorful backdrop and atmosphere and environment of show business.
Well, right. But I'm bringing up the premise of the show. Mm-hmm. Is built around the line between obsession and passion.
Yes.
The idea that there are people that are passionate and then become either creators or people excitedly, supporting the creators in this way here. We have I and her fan base.
Yep.
Then you have people who are basically then taking that passion and trying to rev it up into obsession so that they can make even more money, more popularity, and play basically with fire with the idea that we are creating this really nasty parasocial, fake plastic, thin veneer of some kind of fantasy character that we are definitely trying to sell as real.
Yeah, we're trying to bring you in as close as possible to this thing that we've constructed, making it feel real, making you feel like you're right there, right? That when I looks at the camera, or Ruby looks at the camera and smiles, she's smiling at you specifically, right? While at the same time being like, oh, hey, but we can't have any of the tangential consequences as a result of doing that.
Well, I would say we are going to because see, this again gets into the whole just commentary of what level of responsibility does each party in this play? And I can't measure that. So
yeah, and I think the,
or at least accurately measure
the
it.
thing that you can take from this that is more concrete is not necessarily question of, responsibility or whatever.
Right.
But rather the reckless disregard for the safety of the people involved.
Sure.
But
there's only really one person's safety who's up in the air, right? That's the idols. Like the management is under no real threat in that regard.
But that's the part of
fans are not really under as much. They could be under some if it's
stampeding mob that tramples somebody or something.
Right. Or no. I was meaning more if you're not as obsessed as a fan.
Sure.
Then you end up basically, or if you are so obsessed as a fan, that you then end up getting exploited by the companies in some way.
Right. It very much feels like the kind of predatory algorithm stuff.
Yeah.
It
gets muddier in that regard.
Yeah, it gets muddier. But the idea that the very fact that the danger is not something that is equally shared is one of the things that I think makes it fucked up, right? If you have something like one of those like super dangerous like crab fishing ships, right? Where it's like you go work for like 4 months, crazy hours, and it's super dangerous, but you make a boatload of money and then you have the rest of the year to do whatever. Okay, cool. Everyone's all doing it together and, like all the people on that ship at least are sharing in the danger, right? But in a situation like this, you have a bunch of adults who then basically take young people with dreams and ambitions and all that stuff and tell them all this shit and then say, all right, cool. And, maybe leave out or downplay or, obfuscate the, every once in a while there's a rabid fan who knifes somebody to death. But, cost of doing business, right? We'll keep that from happening with you.
Yeah, exactly. There's this, obviously, most of you watching Oshinoko have probably seen Perfect Blue. Most likely. I assume so. But there's probably a reasonable enough percentage of you that have not seen Perfect Blue. I very, 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 very much recommend it. Just, make sure you're in a good mental place before watching it.
I still actually need to watch that movie.
Oh, you do?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I get the feeling you up.
Oh, I imagine so. And my threshold for being fucked up by fiction is definitely decreased over the years, and I think that's why I haven't seen it yet. But I imagine it'll be very topical for this show.
Yeah, it's not NGE levels of like you get more value out of it the more depressed you are. But like it's something where I would say you are definitely being asked a lot as a viewer to basically follow along with it as media and entertainment because there's a lot of statements behind it. But basically what I'm trying to say here is that this episode basically gives us a hard reset on some progression that Aqua had gone through.
Right.
Which is, hey, the murder from his side of things does not need to be investigated or revenged or what have you.
Yep.
That's it. It's done. But just a brief talk with Ichigo had him going, well, I hate to burst your bubble, kid.
Right.
But have you thought about this? And poor Aqua.
Yeah.
It's this reminder for me, and I really like that they're doing this after some of the kind of more awkward, uncomfortable things with Aqua in these last couple episodes, or specifically with Memcho. The idea that he still has, like, been reincarnated. Like, he is a teenager. He does not have the literal gray matter of an adult.
Right. So he might have the memories and everything, but he still went through puberty all over again.
Right. So in some ways, in a weird way, you could say his faculties have reverted a decent bit. I think this is such a fun kind of thing that we knew would get brought up at some point. Like the second season literally ended with the, oh, I hope this never, like...
Yeah.
Because it's so obvious if you think about it.
Right.
Which is funny, because I think, actually, we misinterpreted that scene
we did,
pretty funny, horribly wrong way. But the idea that he gets this, and it's only a few episodes into season 3, means that the show is saying, no, you can't just move on from this.
Right.
You got to have 6 months of peace.
Of
basically.
reprieve and basically time to
Grow a
distance
little
yourself
bit.
from it and grow from it. And I like that. That is, I think, something that I think is going to be very helpful narratively
will.
for Aqua's character arc to stay dynamic, because we know what he is going to feel compelled to do. But there is going to be enough conflict internally that will not be as straightforward. And so I like that they're showcasing how, and they did it before, but they're, continuing this of, him as a child and his previous life. Being something that feels like someone else.
Yeah, they are tormenting him.
Right.
Because he has in some ways exorcised those demons. Those do not hold sway over him in a full total domination anymore.
And it absolutely makes sense that if you were to be reincarnated, even retaining all of your memories and stuff. The process of just growing up and going through life would overwrite a lot of that.
That's 10 years.
Yeah,
that's 10 years of conscious living.
Conscious living, but also the things that biologically happen as you grow up. That just the fact of what happens mentally as a result of what's happening physically during puberty, that alone, right? Like if you think about how much we are affected by the physical aspects of our brain and whatnot and how we think. Yeah, that past life, that's a whole different person, right?
Well, right. I was also just think about you from 10 years ago.
Sure.
Who was that person?
Yeah.
Decently different, right?
Decently
then
different.
add puberty and all that other stuff on top of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think definitely me, but...
Right. But I think it's crazy to think about basically the idea that for him, it was his child self.
Right.
It was his child self
basically
tormenting him.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 5 or 6,
sure.
He could speak, he was too intelligent for, the 5-year-old or 6-year-old.
Right.
But he was
it was still mostly his previous life in the form of that new body that he had. Right.
Yeah.
Whereas now he's actually been able to come into his own a bit more and awesome,
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't, to me, feel as much like the really kind of problematic, potentially super fan archetype as much anymore.
Yep.
And in some ways, I feel like that's because he literally killed some of these parts of himself over the course of time. But in a weird way, I like that the show kind of brought up that he's pivoted a little bit of that fan focus onto his sister.
Yes, and I gotta say, so I'm glad you brought that up because that was something
that's a very subtle thing that they've been building up for a long time, and so now seeing it be so blatantly acknowledged here.
Oh, sure.
Was
so
yes.
So we might have some different perspectives.
Oh,
on
go
this,
for it. Yeah.
But this is an archetype that very much exists in anime of the overly doting older brother, right? And the thing is, oftentimes that can be a very wholesome thing in the anime where it's shown. And sometimes it very much, for me personally, has gone past that to the point where I'm like, this feels a bit weird, but it doesn't feel like it's being acknowledged as being weird, right?
Not culturally, in some ways, it's not.
Yeah, or it's weird, but a lowercase w weird rather than a capital W weird, right?
we're not labeling it.
Right. But I love how with the things that we're setting up here, I fully understand why he is being obsessive.
Well, I understand
over his sister,
why, but it's the thing of where it's the same reason. Nothing's changed in that regard. But what I think is not being maybe acknowledged as much is that in some ways this should have kind of been also let go with as well.
Yes.
Kind of.
Asterisk.
And
this is where it's still a very fun character conflict because we know his previous life as Goro and all that stuff, and where it's I would not give Aqua the benefit of the doubt previously in the show. The stuff that is happening with Ruby now is genuinely concerning, right? And is it absolutely a bit hypocritical because he walked down that path, and so who are you to say that someone else can't?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
But
I don't think that's hypocritical. I think most people guide people away from certain problems because they have literal first-hand experience of that.
Right.
If
I
you are
have
going
made
to
that mistake,
yeah,
so
if you are going to
don't do
learn
it.
from
Yeah.
anybody, it is absolutely asinine to call it hypocritical for someone to teach them to not do what they did. No,
Right.
that is the definition of wisdom. It's like, I have experience and knowledge. Let me pass that on to you. But didn't you make this mistake? Yes, that's why I'm telling you not to fucking
And it's
do it.
called a mistake.
It's called a mistake. Don't fucking do it.
Right.
No, I don't. I think that people who call that stuff hypocritical are basically like it's talking about it from literally the standpoint because it's fiction, and we saw the reasons why the character came to that stuff there, and it's not like they have some great wisdom, but in real life, no, that's literally everybody teaching don't do a thing is because they either firsthand did it or they secondhand saw someone else do it.
Okay, let me get more precise with my words.
Okay.
The situation where it might be hypocritical is if Aqua did not expect Ruby to have any desire to do the thing that he himself did, right?
Okay.
Like if he's not understanding the fact that this is a driving force. Trying to warn her away from it and being like, nope, this is bad, sis, don't do this, totally makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And so I like that that's something where, because he is coming from the place of having those more adult faculties that are still there somewhere, but also then having the distance from himself, who was the obsessive fan and did kind of obsess over his sister in that sort of way. Now we have the Aqua who is genuinely the concerned older brother, even though people are like, hey, you're obsessing a bit, but it's like, you probably should have, like, they're saying that based on things that they observed previously that are accurate, but they aren't as applicable now. Right?
No, you're absolutely right.
And so
they are not as much.
I love that this is being brought up because...
Right, to me, it's the longer term conflict, but to the show right now, it's the, but look at how far he's come. So in a lot of ways, that's not as big of a problem. That'll be a problem for healthier Aqua. No, this is Oshinoko. Aqua's not going to get that much healthier over the course of the show.
It is a thing that he will absolutely wrestle with moving forward, regardless over which side wins the wrestling match.
Right now we just restarted the match.
No, totally. So it's full slugfest, all that. But that's one of the reasons why then having all these side characters in here is so important. Nice. So having the conversation with Memto earlier, having the interaction with Kana in this episode.
That happened.
Where he fucks up, right? And he's like, oh shit. But then he also is still thinking of the but keep myself distant because that is the best way to keep her safe. No.
I do not think he thought about that in that moment. I think he was so distraught.
No,
I think
absolutely.
I know what you're meaning, but basically, like, I think we need to talk about the fact that, like, that has done the lasting damage.
Right.
There was no follow-up conversation with that. The umbrella was left there.
Yeah.
Now she's alone crying in the rain running home.
You only get to do the, like, and I think he even brought this up of like, no. The no contact thing only works if I actually go no contact. If you do a partial no contact, then it doesn't work. It all falls apart. It goes to 0 or even negative, right? Like, and so now that this happened, no, you have to reconcile.
You have
Aqua.
to go to her immediately.
You have to
and
fix
he's not going to.
Right, and so instead what you're just doing is you're inflicting damage and saying, I need to stay away for their own safety.
Right. Obviously, we don't blame him for the very specific act of having the mental breakdown in this moment here that had him very soap opera-y, coincidentally smack the hand of her as she runs to him in the rain with an umbrella because she saw him in a taxi as she's driving away conveniently at the exact same time, the exact same place. That is the most soapy shit.
And she's literally
possible.
Calling his name, and he
doesn't hear it.
And his eyes are open, but
Oh, No. That's just the show reminding us that shit's dark.
Right.
And
he is fully, thoroughly traumatized.
And we can't trust the light because it might be coming from the stars in those eyes.
Yeah.
And then also, the light might literally be coming from somebody who is maybe even accidentally or subconsciously broadcasting that they're a murderer by proxy. Yep. And then handing white flowers at a celebratory little award thing.
Yep.
Who now has his own agency.
Target. Yeah. Oh no, I know. Like this. So.
And if he knows that this is, like It's so. Oh
This
man.
episode gave me Johan vibes. In multiple different ways. You know, whether it's you're talking about young children that are blonde and way too manipulative. You know, or whatever. But
right, or geniuses that
exactly
are scary for some reason.
Right, but. Before going into that, with the Aqua stuff.
Sure.
So we have that with Kana, right, where she's a potential connection point, and that is a reminder to him basically that the battle can still be fought, even if it's something that he is not expected to win with regards to his own sanity and right. But then we also have a Kane who we because of all the different side character interactions around our current perspective protagonist, right. We have all these people who are going to potentially, theoretically, be able to help in their own different ways, and all are in danger of being pulled in and burned by this.
Yes, all of them. Yep.
All the stuff from the OP, we have it. Like it is. It might not be actively happening right now, but it is currently. The ball is rolling. Right.
And now we have an inciting set of things that could keep a bunch of characters from talking about it.
I love it.
Except. Akane does now kind of have something actionable that she could pass along.
Oh, yeah.
But if she's thinking about Aqua's mental well-being, she might specifically not tell him, even though he's already back on this train, because she doesn't want him to deal with that stuff.
And one of the things that I love about that, beyond just Akane kind of being best girl because of how well she progresses the plot, and
you mean because all the other girls are starting to become more real and just having like actual flaws, and stuff like.
Well, no.
No, Akane has a flaw.
No, Akane absolutely has flaws.
Yeah.
But there is something so delightfully juicy and funny in a dark way about the fact that the person that is trying to keep Aqua from going down this dark path is the person who said, "I'll help you bury the body." Like,
yes.
It's like like that. Right. And yet she then has had Zangief moment of clarity, right? And now she's like, I think that's actually not a good idea.
No.
And also, I'm the person now who knows the name of the person that he wants to kill. I know where they work.
Right. At some point, she's either going to die, or she's going to have the stars in her eyes and be going straight to Aqua, or straight to the killer.
Right. and so that's layers in which Aqua, he can get back on Murder Quest. Akane can go back on the supporting Murder Quest, or doing her own thing,
or
in addition to being in danger.
Killed.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's just so many layers of things that are happening with these side characters, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So the main plot's back, y'all. Did you miss it? Did you miss it? But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.